We had a girl and she was like, man, I actually feel confident enough to lead a Bible study in my own gym and we can do workouts and do that. And that's kind of the goal, is to inspire other people and give them that confidence that they can step out and do what they're called to do. We all have other girls who are like, I feel confident I'm going to start this business or this passion or this pursuit. And that's the whole goal,
Hmm.
is to go and inspire people to go and try new things and step into their calling and give them the resources so they can show up in that arena, in that space, the best that they can.
Wow.
See,
It's
long
powerful.
story short, a little long-winded, but I'm just
It's
super
great.
passionate
Well,
about
I
it.
love it because those that are listening, this is a resource that you should definitely look into, and it's called to be.
Called
Okay.
to be. Yeah.
And how did you come up with that?
Well, called to be is essentially the reflection of my life. It's just like trying new things, trying to figure out what we're called to do and utilizing those gifts and the shape and the experiences that you've been given to go and serve other people, to love God and love people, reflect Him in all that you do. And how we do that is unique to our own experience and our own shape. And so that's kind of been my journey, is figuring out what that is. And I want people to also have that resource and confidence that they don't have to do that by themselves and figure out what that is. Like we were talking about, other people in your life can look at you and be like, definitely think you have a gift here and you should tap into that. And so I just wanted to create something around that. And the logo is like it's a bee with an oval around it.
Uh-huh.
And I wanted that bee to reflect like what your individual calling is. So when you see that mark, you're reminded of what your individual calling is and who you are called to be.
Hmm.
So that was kind of the vision of that.
It's cool.
But also, we were talking about, you have this vision, you don't know exactly what it's supposed to look like. So it's kind of morphed into its own thing, if that makes
Makes
sense, because
total
you don't
sense.
have all of the pieces of
Yeah.
the puzzle yet.
We're
So,
always growing and evolving and
yeah,
building upon.
100%.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. When did this idea come? Was there like a moment, or was it just like, okay, I want to do something and I'm trying to find the right, or did it just kind of come
No,
to you?
I will say that I wanted to take the resources that I had,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm super passionate about fitness and stewarding what we've been given well. So I wanted to take fitness and what has been helpful for me and combine it into something that is a resource. So nutrition, faith, um, community, apparel, and just like utilize all of those resources. I didn't know what it was going to look like, but just starting it and being like, okay, what can I help people with? What can the people around me help people with? Let's create something. And I think it really helped as I was going through and hearing different people's stories of what they needed.
Yeah,
And so that's kind of how it shaped into that.
that's
And
awesome.
I think, which with the people around, they're like, well, sometimes you just have to start
Yeah,
with an idea
it
and
is.
then it's going to morph into, called to me may look 10 years down the road completely different.
Different. Yeah,
But that's what we wanted to start with, is
yeah,
like a resource and just figuring out what people need
yeah.
and creating something that can
It's
help them
awesome.
with that.
When I first started my first supplement, I never would have expected that I would be selling supplements in the hunting space. I
Yeah.
started selling through doctors' offices, and now we're, fully involved in the hunt, and our family's doing things I could have never imagined, and it's incredible. So I'm so happy for you. What's been the hardest part of building Called to Be?
Oh man. I would say taking down the pride wall of, well, I should be good at this because I should be good at this because I have been in that CrossFit space for kind of a long time and competed at that elite level. So that's kind of what I thought would happen over in the business realm. But I had to have humility and be like, whoa, I didn't just walk into the CrossFit gym and say, I'm a games athlete,
Yeah.
which I also didn't walk into the business realm and be like, this is what it's going to be.
Yeah.
This is incredible. This is everything is put together and we already know what we're doing.
Yeah.
So it's humbling myself to learn the fundamentals and learn, like, just like with CrossFit. Well, I don't even know how to utilize a barbell.
Mm.
Well, how do you utilize Shopify, or how do you utilize building your website, or
Mm.
like just like learning so many things and not being discouraged that you don't have it all figured
Mm.
out from the jump. I think that's the hardest thing.
With anything in life, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look, we come into this world and we have to build and we have to grow and we have to learn and we have to have people that help us do that, that lead us and guide us and walk beside us. And, it's the same way with any you know, and you can take things from the CrossFit world and apply it to
Right.
like, okay, this is gonna take hard work and dedication, and I'm gonna have to be consistent. I think one of the best learnings I ever got from a Jim Shockey said, "Let time do the hard work," and most people don't. Most
Yeah,
people want it to happen like
that's
that.
good.
They expect that it should be like I can just
Yeah.
translate this. I've done this in life, so it's gonna happen over here.
Right.
And it's like, no, you jump into something and anything worthwhile and what you have been called to be and help others become and be is it's worthwhile. It's important. It's transformational. It's impactful in people's lives. And it takes time. So
Yeah.
let time do the hard work. Stay consistent with everything we do, you know, that
Yeah.
and things will work out the way they need to. Like you
Yeah.
said, 10 years from now, it might be I guarantee it'll be much more than you ever imagined,
Yeah.
just based off of who you are and who you trust. Like seriously,
Yeah.
you got an incredible talent and skill set and personality and everything. But I love that you bring it back to God and you'll trust in Him. And if He tells
Thanks.
you to pivot this way, you're the type that's going to do it.